Hey, what's up, everybody? I've been doing this for a couple times. Discourse. I would go on to Discord, stream it, and see what kind of conversations there were, and what kind of conversations I could get into. Hmm. No, I'm not gonna go there yet. This pain. Oh. See what I was saying here.
He's kind of like a mini pastor there now.
Oh, okay. I think, they had him as a guest speaker at first, and then they kind of grew on each other.
He came over to their church because of issues he was having with his.
One of the guys on that group is really involved in street ministry with Mormons.
Oh yeah, a lot of them are. You're talking about Jeff Durbin.
I think the charismatic one, the guy the leader type. There's a couple of dudes in there that are just like knuckle draggers.
Yeah.
But that guy that does evangelism on the street, man, he's sharp. He's a sharp tack.
He credits James White with being one of the first books he read about Calvinism, I think. But yeah, Jeff Durbin, he is sharp. I like his stuff when it comes to abortion stuff. Is amazing. It's really good stuff.
As far as Christian books go, theology books, one of my top 5 is written by a Calvinist.
Oh, what is it?
It's Desiring God by John Piper. John Piper. I think he's, let's say, Reformed Baptist, but he might be more Presbyterian than.
Alright, let's go to another room and see what's going on.
For commercial use, Milwaukee doesn't have as good a battery, but their equipment is so rugged it's worth it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, like my feud with Nikita, I didn't really, like I said, I didn't know her, but I used to post a lot of like different conservative things, like more of the Fox News leaning, type of stuff. And not necessarily always.
On Google, it'll show up 3 pictures. The middle picture with, I'm guessing, his wife. It looks like Blessed Day, yeah. You know who's funny? You know CIA on here?
Yep.
He is a spitting image of Bishop Fulton Sheen young. It's crazy. He looks like a reincarnated Bishop Fulton Sheen. Wait, was he a bishop? Yeah, he was bishop.
Reincarnation. That's weird. Does that believe in reincarnation? No. I'm gonna ask. Let's see. Do you believe in reincarnation?
Not really, no.
I believe the word reincarnation exists.
Possible, I guess.
Well, it exists, but what it is.
What it is. What is it? What it is. What is it?
It's like someone dies, they can be reborn with their soul, knowing about. Well, not. I don't think it's knowing about past lives. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's like being born with the same soul after you die.
That happens to me every day. I die every day.
So your heart stops, your brain stops, everything stops?
No, my heart doesn't stop, but
Well, that's a part of what dying is.
I guess in your context it is, but I was thinking of another context.
What's your context?
Well, you know that how many molecules in your body right now do you think you have that you still had when you were a baby?
We're gaining every second, so it's a weird question.
You're changing all the time.
There's probably some
Yeah.
ossified bone molecule that's still similar.
Not every 7 years, even your skeletal cells are replaced.
Is it even the skeletal cells? I would imagine some of those would stick around, but okay, interesting.
It's like every 7 years, your complete skeleton is replaced. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong about that.
So there you go. You reincarnated.
Well, there are parts of you that die, not you yourself. And saying I doesn't make sense either. Yeah, you're.
I'm not what I used to be, but I have the same soul.
Just like when I'd rather say we than I, but that would sound kind of dumb.
How do you conceptualize the soul if you believe in a soul?
Well, I don't believe in a soul. I don't know if it can even exist. I mean, there are some weird interactions between our meat brain and the electricity that is produced that is interesting, but I don't know.
How about
Right.
you, Wayfinder? How do you conceptualize a soul?
Well, just a second. Have you ever heard of ship of Theseus? It's a ship that goes on a voyage that every time it goes to port, it repairs part of the ship, and by the time it gets to its destination, every part it started with is gone.
Yeah.
The question is it the same ship?
How about the crew? Is the crew the same?
The crew, yeah, sure. The crew, we'll say the crew is the same. Is it the same ship?
Is it the name? Is it still the same name?
Yeah, the vessel they go into port with, they call it the ship of Theseus.
Teleologically, it's the same ship.
Theseus.
Well, this to me gives you an insight about the soul. Your body is in a constant state of flux and changes, but your soul is always there. It's you.
And that's apart from the brain producing electricity or whatever? Is it separate from that, or?
Yeah.
So the ship of Theseus, a thought experiment, asks whether an object that has had all of its original components replaced remains the same object. It has a philosophical study of identity.
Well, in and of itself, yeah, a ship would be a ship even if you replaced all the parts. But if you're talking about the individual parts themselves making up the ship, then I mean, if you want to get that specific, not really, but I don't think we get that specific in reality.
Yeah, again, it's not asking if it's a ship. The ship that leaves port is a ship. The ship that comes back to port after a great voyage is a ship. The question of the experiment is it the same object? Is that the object of that ship the same object? Not
Are
is
you
it a
just the
similar
sum
object,
of
not
your
is it
part?
an identical object. It is it that same object. So that shows this is really good for us, because the people that are religious and philosophical helps them understand that even though your body completely changes within 7 years, parts, you are still you, because you have a soul.
You can point to the ship. Can you point to what the soul is?
No, you don't have to point to something for it to exist.
No, I agree with that. I mean, then we get into why there's the wind. You can't see the wind, but it exists. Yeah, you get into stuff like that.
Yeah, this idea actually, I got this from Aman Soul Common.
Cool.
They talk about this.
I don't
There's
know.
there's an appendix by Tolkien where an elderly human matriarch is talking to a elf lord, and they're philosophizing about humans and elves and about death and life and the immortality of elves. And the elves call the death of that man is mortal, they call it the gift, a gift of Iluvatar. And she's trying to explain to him that from the beginning, the original intention was not that man die.
Really?
Yeah. And the elves consider it a gift of man because the man is living and dying and not going through the long, tedious watching of the world be corrupted in shadow for long expanses of time, and it wears on the elves. They're weary of it, and so they call it the gift of Iluvatar to man. Like they're always like, their opinion about man is, why are you complaining? Like, you get to leave. You can just die and leave. Live your little noble life and die. And so the woman, when she tells this to him, he's startled. He's amazed because it's not been revealed to the elves that the original intention was not that man have a finite amount of years. He didn't know it. In fact, yeah.
Interesting thought. I mean,
Yeah, I read somewhere that it was a gift. I know that. The dying.
I think about that kind of stuff a lot. I mean, I'm not sure I have. I'm not sure if I really have an answer. That's a weird thing to think about. I mean, But not knowing doesn't automatically mean that there's some kind of god or something. Let's see what's in here.
And yeah, it worked out. Like we pay like next to nothing rent. We watch over his property, take care of all his stuff, his animals and everything. And we live here pretty cheap, damn cheap. But now that none of them live down here, I'm thinking about when I get ready to go build this this building. I think I might ask him if he'd be willing to sell it to me for a decent price. At least the front half of it. I don't know if I could afford like 100-something acres extra on top of what I've already got.
Yeah, he might be looking to get rid of it. Might as well.
I think he doesn't want to see it, everything out here, because you know his family's been out here since like 80 something or something.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's go to panhandles. What the hell?
It doesn't seem like you would have had anything built up to do math with at that point.
You wouldn't even be able to conceptualize math.
No,
That's what we were saying. Like you couldn't even conceptualize like yourself.
Yeah, you don't even have self-actualization. Like you don't even, like some people don't. Anyways.
No, what? Like, how do you know all this? Like, it seems like you're just excluding the possibility of like innate ideas or like built-in ideas.
Well, how do I know I'm not God?
Is there an empirical reason why you're projecting that?
But Booyah, with no sense data ever coming in there, where does the concept of like even separation of like objects or
I mean, it could be inbuilt. Your brain could just produce that like beliefs about that.
I don't know. From what we understand from sensory deprivation experiments, is like the human mind doesn't work well in that condition.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems really speculative. Like maybe if you have the right cognitive setup, your brain can enter into the right state, or it's like set up to.
And maybe it's a never say never thing. I'll give you that.
It doesn't.
You wouldn't live long enough to arrive at math.
I will say that seems like the way that people learn math is through generalizing from actual experiences.
Yeah.
Well,
counting.
Yeah, panhandles can be like that. Whatever. Let's go into other servers, actually. Another one that has a lot of people in it usually. It's this one. Waiting on now. Oh, let's see what's in here.
I asked Abshu if he wants to join. He says yes. So now I wait.
Whom I see? The woman with the dark profile picture?
No. Abshu.
Oh, Absi!
Yeah. Isn't
What?
he your, like, friend or something? I'm joking. I'm being, like, a little racist, I'm joking.
Listen, I told you, male side, okay? I'm friends with everyone. Brown.
You're friends with everyone? I'm a world friend.
Who's brown, okay? I'm not friends with white people. Fuck him.
Oh my god.
Well, that's an interesting.
Well, you're more likely to be killed by a white person than any other race. I mean,
That's true. Okay,
Hey.
I can't say stuff like this. I'm on my last chance. I have a clean rap sheet, okay? They got mad at me when I said I wanted to burn white men. In like evil white men, not specifically like all white men, right?
If you spare me, I'll provide the napalm.
Oh, Greek fire, maybe?
No, napalm's sticky fire.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, but Greek fire is like this lost method of. It's similar to napalm. It's just.
It's supposed to be more volatile.
It's pretty interesting. Okay. All right. Now what? What do I pack? What if I don't bring the right clothes? Like, what if I don't bring enough clothes and I just shiver and die?
I mean, all you need is a sweatshirt, jacket, and some mittens, and you're fine.
So, hey, got a question for y'all.
Oh, yeah?
One of my friends just messaged me that they think they have OSDD.
OSDD? Yeah, what about it?
Yeah. So I just don't know how to process it, because I've already dealt with people faking DID before. I don't know if this has been fair.
Well, I have OSDD.
Alright.
So, it's... I mean,
I don't
you
even know
can't
what
really
that
know
is.
for sure, unless you're like their therapist, if they are faking anything. That's what I think about most disorders.
That was very loud.
Wait, am I loud?
No, the join sound. I'm on my phone with new earbuds, so
Oh, okay.
the join sound was very loud compared to what I was expecting.
Okay, well, so I was saying that OSDD is just otherwise specified dissociative disorder, right? You know that. It's like symptoms that are, like, it has like a bunch of symptoms from all the other dissociative disorders, like, what's it called? Oh, I can't even think right now. My brain's empty. That one thing where you're derealization, adds stuff from that, and dissociative amnesia, or like it's just a whole spectrum basically, right? So when therapists literally have no idea what to diagnose you with, they just say OSDD because it's easier and easier to treat you specially than to like rule it out, right?
Okay.
OSDD doesn't necessarily mean that she has like alters. Also,
Well, she says there's 4 people, or 4 people / things, or whatever
that's interesting.
she calls them. Yeah.
Her best friend.
Huh?
What, like different personalities, like BPD?
Well, according to my friend, they all have names she's used before. So, like,
I've seen people like that. They come out in different times and shit. It's like completely different.
Like autos? Like autos? I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, but it seems like it's not like the thing of you completely forget who the other person is, so...
Oh, no. That's like, yeah, like, I also have, I mean, I'm not really going to go real into it, but I have quote-unquote alters, but it's like, it's more so, like, fragments of myself. So it's like, it's not like I'm completely split my conscious, it's just different. Like, for me specifically, it's like an age thing.
So you like...
maturity changes a lot, but it's like completely like a different.
You got diagnosed with alters?
Well, that's what I think. Autos are all aspects of your personality.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got diagnosed with that?
I got diagnosed with OSDD, and that's one of the things that comes with it. It's like sometimes you have alters, and it's like it's not epic because I don't really remember like some things that happen. Doesn't mean I forget everything. It's just it's like a haze. Like I can't unlock it. You know, like if you're playing Assassin's Creed, like Assassin's Creed 2, and you haven't unlocked an area, it will just go red.
The Animus.
But you can see it. You can see it, but you just can't go through it.
You're going way back with Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I am. Because it's like the closest thing that I can think of right now.
But yeah, no, I get what you mean. It makes sense.
So I don't know your friend. I'm not going to diagnose them because I'm not a dick. So
Yeah.
all I can say is that, you know, I'm just giving you insight on what it is, really.
I wasn't looking for someone to diagnose my friends. I just was like, I felt like this would be a place that I could at least ask and not be have. Because the one person I know that, like, I talked about this friend with occasionally when like things come up, because it's like, I know they won't say anything about it. They absolutely hate her.
Is she diagnosed like by a doctor?
Well, no, they
self-diagnosed.
Well, she's planning to go to see therapists and stuff about it.
She hasn't gotten diagnosed
She
yet.
doesn't know if she has OSDD then.
Yeah,
I feel like you can like. It's like how I can.
Hi,
say
lady.
this.
By the way.
Oh, hi, lady. God, my head is fucking hurting. So it's like how I can rule out my symptoms. Like, for example, like I'm depressed. I feel depressed every day. I think I have depression. I never really say I have depression. I mean, I know I have depression.
You think? Yeah, that's responsible of you to like say I think I have depression.
She didn't say she has it. She just said I think.
Okay,
Yeah, that's responsible.
Thinks, then that's more so her just expressing.
Just don't self-diagnose, you know what I mean? But it's responsible if you say like I think I have this, and then just go and get it checked out.
Yeah.
How old is her, by the way?
Alright, cool. Well, I'm gonna keep this as a content thing. I mean, I might keep playing video games and stuff, but this is a cool thing that I like to do sometimes, and I'll stream it too. But